Hello, my correct people. Welcome to Inspiration Gist with Dora. Once again, we are still talking about Annie Idibia. Annie Idibia is still trending, and people are wondering, why is she trending? Is she the first person that her marriage, is coming to an end after so many years? She's not the first one, so why is she trending? I watched someone's video asking, someone made a video talking about her that people are actually making a lot of noise for, about it, and he doesn't want it. Well, that's why I'm making this video. I want to highlight why it's important that people talk about Annie Idibia's marriage, divorce saga, or divorce or crisis with Baba. I have some things I have written down here, which I am going to highlight for you. Okay, if you are a lady, you need to watch this video to the end. You need to listen to what I have to say, and you need to share this video, because one or two lessons are here for us to learn from Annie's story. Before I go on, welcome to Inspiration Gist with Dora once again. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, thank you so much for you're highly welcome. We have a tradition here. What we do is we listen to the conversation. This is a conversation platform, okay? We listen to the conversation, and you drop your opinion in the comment section to mark your presence. And if you can't drop your opinion, you just like the video, okay? So thank you so much. What I do on this channel, I try to bring out issues that affect us in our society, and we learn lessons from people's experience, be it good experience or bad experience. We learn from people's experience. We don't have to wait until it happens to us. That's why I'm making this video. That's why I want you to pay attention to the information I want to give out here concerning Annie Idibia. The first one is, I want you to know that Annie Idibia met Two-Face in 1999. If you have been around this planet for some time, if you are not a Gen Z generation, you will know in 1999 that Two-Face, if you're been in the Nigerian entertainment, if you're a fan, you know that in 1999, nobody knows about Two-Face. Nobody hear about Two-Face, okay? She met Two-Face in 1999. As at that time, Annie was a very good Christian. In fact, put it this way, she was born again. She was hardworking, because she was raised by her mother, a single mother. They actually was working hard to support her family and her siblings. So, as at that time, according to the story, Annie was already a model. In fact, she has gone through a lot in life, starting very humbly by selling things, working at places, and then eventually luck, brought her along modeling. And so, as at that time she met Baba, she went to where she was already doing model. She was already a model. She met Baba, and at that time, Baba was still struggling with his partners. They had these plantation boys. Baba was still struggling. They were still struggling. They've not even made it. So that was when they met. Baba was nobody then. Now, why I want to highlight this one, I'll be telling you which one and why I am highlighting it, is for those who think that Annie is holding on to Two-Face because of money and fame. Annie on her own was already on her way to fame, because she was she was a model. As at that time, she was already into modeling. Okay, now Annie, one thing again you need to understand is that side, Annie was earning more than Baba. So Annie was sponsoring Baba. Annie was already up there in the modeling. She like a model, getting money and all that. She was supporting Baba financially. She supported Baba financially. And that, I think, is one of the reasons why the family, still supported him to marry her after all this while. They keep saying it that she has been with him from the humble beginning. Let me tell you, if you're going out with a man from the humble beginning and the person is not contributing anything, it's just that you've been there when he had nothing, and even at that time he had nothing, you too, you had nothing, they will not remember you. But because as at that time when he had nothing, Annie had something, and Annie was supporting him before he blew. Okay, so that's one thing you need to know before Annie and Tu Baba, before they came to limelight. So the second thing again, I want you to pay attention. I said it already, is that Annie was a born-again Christian there. In fact, she said it herself that when Tu Baba started talking to her, she was 15 years then. She was even preaching to Tu Baba. So the relationship started, or Tu Baba started winning her, or whatever, you chasing her when she was 15. I don't know when they started doing the thing. But as at that time, she was a born-again Christian and she was preaching to Tu Baba. So pay attention to this situation. You that you're listening to me. Okay? Now, what happened when Tu Baba made it, or when she fell in love. She fell madly in love. When she finally fell in love, she fell with all her senses. She didn't drop anyone. All her 5 senses, she fell in love with them. Her eyes, her ears, her head, everything, even her sense, her brain, everything fell in love with Tu Baba, including her born-again status. I think everything, she just went into Tu Baba, and Tu Baba became her center of gravity, her center of living. Tu Baba. So pay attention. That's one thing you need to know about Annie. And if you're going to learn, you learn. If you are loving a man, please have some reservation, because he is not the only one in your life. You have parents, you have friends, you have siblings, you have family members, other family members, you have the society, you have your God that created you, that brought you into this world. So I like so this lady loved Tu Baba with everything. She didn't keep anyone, even her family. There was a time the brother was dragging her, called her out on social media and was dragging her that she did not help him and all that and all that. So that's by the way. So she fell in love with Tu Baba with everything that she had. And again, what happened? Her career. Annie was already into modeling before she met Tu Baba. And before you know it, she made her debut to Nollywood. And Annie, it's the kind of movie, her class in the entertainment industry or in the film industry is Annie features on movies, series. It's not local. Annie features on series, international series. So, but according to her, when they got married, she embraced Tu Baba's life, carry his load. You already know, I did not even talk about that one, how many children. So, she made it, she just carried Tu Baba and dropped everything, including her career. According to her, there are sometimes that Tu Baba will want to, she will have like 1 week, all this, they are both in the entertainment industry, but they are not in the same company. So if she's in the same company with Tu Baba, for example, in the same music team, they will be going together to sing together, but she is in acting, this one is in music. They are in different, will I say, working for different people. So sometimes she will get like 10 days to go and do shooting or something, and Tu Baba will have also 1 week to go and do. Who will go? You go now. Is it you go? You stay back. You know how it is now between husband and wife. And before you know it, the man will ask you, how much are you earning? Drop, stay, Biko. And as a woman, you stay, because you are the one you are even the one that should stay, because you are used to children. If you leave the man with the children, will he be able to take care of them as you know? So naturally, that responsibility is there upon a woman. You will stay. So that's how this lady stayed back. She stays back. Before you know, she froze her career. And she went out of limelight in the industry, in the acting industry. She's just 40. You can imagine all the years of silence, you're not seeing her. Had it been that she has been there, where she will be today. So learn this lesson. She froze her career. I'm not saying that you will not sacrifice for family, but you can see we have to balance things now. The way this one has taught us a lesson, we need to balance things. We learn how to balance things. We need to learn how to balance things. So she froze her career, and then again, Annie confessed that there was a time, because people are saying, why didn't she walk away? Why didn't she walk out? Annie tried to walk away at some point. However, as fate will have it, she and Tu Baba reconciled. Now it happened this way. When Annie and Tu Baba were going out, that time was see Two-Face. Before you know it, she met, according to her, she would always say that I met him first. They were already going out. Tu Baba, before you know it, someone got pregnant for him, had the first child. Before you know it, another person got pregnant, had the second child. Before you know it, the same person that got pregnant before, and Tu Baba said it is a mistake, she got pregnant again. So, and that time she was not yet married. And this Tu Baba, I'm going to say something about him at the end of this video. This Tu Baba at that time was already made it. Why don't you get married? Settle down. No, he was still playing boy. So she decided to get pregnant too. And she got pregnant too. And also became a baby mama. Everybody, it was talk of that. Annie too is now a baby mama, two baby mama. Tu Baba has 3 baby mama, this and that. She made herself a baby mama. See, as at the time after being his baby mama, it did not stop him, because he was like, oh, me, I didn't give you a child. That's why those people, she too, she got pregnant. And when she put to bed, another person also got pregnant again. So she started to walk away. They broke up. And according to her, she was already like seeing someone else. They broke up. But one day, friends just arranged for them to meet at a restaurant. They deceived her. Before you know it, he just appeared from nowhere and knelt down to propose for marriage. Not let us reconcile. He was already trying to get married. Who knows? All those other ladies who are saying no, the way you are doing, I don't want a public whatever. Because women understand. If you're not married to the person, at least you have some level of freedom and all that. But when the person is already married, be like you're already inside, you can't do much. So this guy came back and just proposed to her before friends in a restaurant. And she be like, wow, what's this? And then she just like, oh, people are saying for the sake of your child, at least it's already, you have a child with him and all that. For the sake of your child, he's the father of your child. That's how she accepted. They did not sit down to say agree, to make sure that Tu Baba has repented. He keeps apologizing. There's a difference between you apologize and you having repented. You're saying, I'm sorry, or it hurts you, but you have not repented. So this guy came back and just proposed to her, and that's how she accepted. And that's how she became Mrs. Tu Baba. According to her, again, you need to know, she said she kept trying to understand him. If you watch different periods, different interviews online where she has already public talk, or where she has featured in the public discussing about her life, you will say that she does not agree with this mentality that you can just keep having children outside. She does not agree. For her, it was a mistake. But you know what? For Tu Baba, it's not a mistake. That's one thing I want you to know. One lesson again. And you see a man that you do not share the same value with you, at least in the areas that concern your relationship, it's very important you do something about it. She did not actually settle down to like, okay, is this your life? What is this? What do you understand that this is how I reason about life? Tu Baba said it, this is how he reasons. He can just do it for the sake of any woman that is available. When the thing starts itching him, he will just do it. But the person he makes love with is this. But you can see, you just do it because you feel like urinating. You just urinate anywhere. anytime you feel like urinating, you just bring out the thing and urinate anywhere. And that is, you see, all this anyhow, they are not serious. Turn to brought children into the world and they tied him permanently. They have now a tie between him and those people that you just did it because the thing it just came out. Not that you planned it, not you don't have any feeling. The one that you have feeling for is she's the one that you make love to. This ones you just go and produce children and you have a palm tie. And this lady kept complaining every time. Those baby mama, especially Peru, will now use those children as excuse, and then you're spending on them. And they live abroad, you're spending on them. I know money is not his problem, but you're giving them attention that you should have. You're going out, staying away from the home several days, spending time with them in the name of being a good father to them. Why didn't he just bring all those children, let them live under the same roof with Annie and forget about those ladies? But it's not easy because those ones too, they want their mommy. So you see, it's not just about anytime you feel like doing it because a woman is not there, you just do it. There are repercussions. There are after effects of whatever this kind of issue. Just having it with anybody, you know what I mean. So that's one thing again you need to know about Annie. Another lesson you need to know about Annie before I call it a day today is that Annie, she buried her heart into Baba's life. She loved the children as her own children. You remember an interview that she had, she was saying that she has 7 children. She takes them as her mother. She tried her best just to make sure that it works. Let me tell you people, Annie, you know how it is. Okay, one more thing I need you to know about this before I drop is that Annie is from a home you can call a broken home. Her parents were separated, were no more together at some point in her life. And because of this, I believe she wanted her own to work. She believed her own will work. She was planning that it's going to be forever. And to Baba, we keep saying it, we have been through a lot, this and that. We are going to continue. And she buried, but this guy never turned a new leaf. You keep, you keep injuring the person at the same place again all the time. The wound will keep getting refreshed every time because you keep striking at the same place. You know, there are different ways you can hurt a woman. You can hurt her through different things. But this one that is emotional at the same time about women, it's hurt at a place, and that's the same place. If it's another issue, it may hurt a different kind of hurting. Okay, so this lady buried her everything. Want to love these people when she is getting it hard this way because she has put in a lot. You know, the force of gravity. With the gravity, the force, the item is falling. We fall to the ground. We determine the gravity or the level of damage the thing will have. If something just falls to the ground without much force, it won't have much damage. If it's falling from a very high position, there's a tendency that the damage will be more because she has put in everything. And so this fall will be devastating. So my dear people, I just highlighted this information for you to know about Annie. And lastly, I want to say that Annie is just a victim of love. She wanted to prove that it will work because that's the advice anybody will give you. Try it, keep praying. She wanted to prove that it will work. And for her, she's not working out. She was in it, trying to solve it because she was trying to manage it herself. She didn't work out. It's two Baba that came out to announce that they've been separated. And people are saying that about a month ago or 2 months ago, when they attended AY wife's father's burial or mother's burial, that they were together. We saw the video. So when were they separated, people are already seeing again that two Baba is going out with another person. One lady, what's her name again, from the Benin State House of Assembly. So two Baba has seen another person, and definitely Natasha by name, definitely that person has something to offer, has something to bring to the table. So two Baba is already going out. So lastly, I want to say that Annie is just a poor lady, a victim of good hearts, a victim of good heart, sincerity of heart. She's just a victim. And I like what is happening online. Ladies are supporting her, fellow women are supporting her, and I pray she's going to come out of this. Tu Baba is just a playboy. Tu Baba is a playboy. It's a playboy. There's no two ways about it. Can you imagine? He's already going out. You are announcing that you will file for divorce. You have not filed. Do you know that Annie can sue him? I wish she can get a good lawyer if they are actually going to divorce, because you are still in the marriage and you're already going out with another lady. So you will deny nothing happening. But you know, even after you win in the court, there is someone up there who is the final judge. There's someone up there who is the final judge, and I believe that Annie will get her judgment. Just like May Edochie, I just wish she can turn to God. I just wish she can turn to that her God. She was born again. Oh, my dear people, this video is getting longer. Let me drop it here. Maybe we'll continue this conversation in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me again on Inspiration Gist with Dora. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. I will see you again in my next video. Ciao, ciao, ciao.